Welcome to the Point 101. I'm your host, Gail, and today we're diving deep into a topic that touches the heart of every parent and guardian: God's promises for our children. Join me. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is Auntie Sledge here, and my little brother, Sweet Lips, the
Hello,
sweetest
everyone.
in the West.
Welcome.
Say hello to Uncle Sweet Lips. Y'all wasn't ready. Y'all wasn't ready. Y'all was not ready. But how are you
Joys
all
and
doing?
joys and blessings to you all.
Yes, yes, yes. Hopefully everyone is well. Waiting. Guys, I am going to start putting my announcements up. Sorry, better late than never. Okay, so it's on my mind. So that you will get the notifications when we come live. Okay. Um, Starting tomorrow, better late than never, I will start to do just that. Put the announcements up. See, the only thing is that sometimes we say, we know that we're coming on at 7, but by the time we finish doing our side talk and catching up, it's more like 7:30. So, but 7 would be the time. Okay. So I will start putting the announcements up. And do not forget to put some like and love on the videos and share. Sharing is caring. And if we care, you should care as well. So, with that being said, oh, hold on. So I know that we have audio for sure. Guys, sometimes you just have to amuse yourself to get through the day. But welcome, welcome. So we are once again going to speak on some of the post that I am posting, and that is what we are for this little time addressing. Okay, so let me read what this post say, and then we will provide you with an answer. Now, the first one says, model the behavior you want to see. Children often learn by example, so demonstrate the behavior you expect from them. And I replied in there that practice good communication, use polite language, active listening, and express emotions appropriately. Children often imitate how adults communicate. And I also have breakdown of trust. Lack of respect can lead to distrust among peers, family members, and colleagues. Trust is the foundation for healthy relationships, and once it's eroded, it can be difficult to rebuild. And the second, what resources or support systems do you utilize to help address any challenges or struggles your child may be facing? And it said therapists and counselors considering consulting a child psychologist or therapist who specializes in children's mental health. They can provide tailored strategies and interventions. And I also put down parent support groups. Join local or online support groups where parents can share experiences and resources, providing mutual support. So, those are the ways to me that is important. And this is what I want to say also is that sometime when you already see that there is something going on, like their behavior, the outburst becomes an issue. Do not wait for something to happen and then all of a sudden you go into court and you're waiting for a judge or someone to knock on the door and say, get that child into counseling. This is something that we should do already because the support system, the resources are there, and it's your child, and you should seek that before anyone have to come and tell you that your child need extra attention. Do you agree, Sweet Lips?
I agree. I agree 100%.
Yeah, don't wait down
Don't
to
wait
the
for the
last
man
minute.
to do what you do. You can do it yourself.
Yeah, because when it's all said and done, it's your child.
Yeah.
Now, why would you need to wait for someone to knock on the door and say your child needs anger management? You already know that.
Yep.
You've been seeing it forever, really, or at least within the last 2, 3, 4 years. So, why would you wait for someone to come to your door to tell you to get some help? Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, you know what, Sweet Lips? Um, I think what I really need to do is go ahead and continue because it's such a touchy topic.
Right.
Um, I am going to go ahead and start. I don't know for, for the sake of
Well,
just
you're
reading my disclaimer. You
you're
already know
you're
where I was going with this.
you're freezing up every in between.
We're going to have to work through it. I notice, I see it. We are going to have to
Yeah.
work
So
through
every other
it.
word I can hear.
We are going to work through it. We're going to get through this. So, but let me get my disclaimer. We haven't read it in a while and have us some kicks and giggles.
Well, I don't think we need it. You know, we good for it. We know who we are. They ain't gonna mess with us. They know
What my little
we giving
big
you the
brother
true,
said.
the true word. Y'all know we
What my
never
little big
said
brother said.
you have to go on what we say. We just give you our opinions. So don't
Okay.
blame us for nothing.
And that's the WhatsApp number for people that like to call in. One day you guys better surprise us and call in. The one time someone did call in, but I just didn't have the phone charged. I was just saying the Sweet Lips.
Anyone that want to call in, you can call in. Hello, Sister Sledge. You freezing up every now and then.
I know. Just
But I
bear
can
with
hear
me.
you though. Yeah. You looking good on there right now, Sister Sledge. Yep.
Well,
Okay.
thank you. And when I tell you there's minimum, there is minimum. So, okay, so guys, there is the WhatsApp number for those who would like to call in. Then it froze up because I did put the coffee link in. Now let me put this invite. So if anyone wish to come live with us, welcome, and join us. Okay, so now the information provided in our discussion is for general knowledge and informational purposes only. It is not intended as a professional advice or substitute for professional guidance. The views and opinions expressed in this discussion are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of any organization or entity. It is recommended to consult appropriate professionals or experts for specific advice or guidance tailored to the individual circumstances. We do not endorse or take responsibility for any actions taken based on information shared in this discussion. Users are encouraged to use their discretion and judgment when applying any information obtained from the discussions to their personal situations. So, with that being said, now let's just move on. So, we spoke on modeling the behavior you want to see in your child. What is it that you want to see in your child? And then let's ask ourselves, are we displaying the same behavior? Because a lot of times we still move on that do as I say and not as I do. and that is not working. So the first example, practice good communications. Use polite language, active listening, and express emotions appropriately. Children often imitate how adults communicate. Again, if you are in the house and all your child hear and see, I know that you're laughing and shaking your head because the freeze is real, because I don't put two things up in there and not one of them has shown up. Should be three. Should be the WhatsApp. It should be the coffee, and it should be the link to here. But we're gonna get through this.
Because I know I can hear it, and we're gonna get through this. But I know our people can hear it. The gap in each one. It's like, okay, what's she saying? It's like, it's just funny.
So, in between the gaps, keep your ears open, okay? And so, what I want to say there is, if the children often imitate how we communicate, how the parents communicate to one another, if I'm steady cussing out the father or the mother of my children, this is what I'm telling and showing my child, that it is okay. If I'm projecting this image where I am showing my child that to cuss, to throw, slam things, walk out the door, push, shove, that's what my child's going to do. Exactly just that. So demonstrate problem-solving skills. Show how to approach challenges calmly and thoughtfully. Involve children in discussions about choices and outcomes. I just think that word calmly is something that we really, really need to focus on. And really, patience should be up in here. Just showing kindness, period. Show empathy and kindness. Oh, look, I jumped one too fast. Acts of kindness, understanding other feelings, and helping those in need set a strong example for children to follow. And I want to say this again. If we have gone through our childhood drama, and never got help, like we never gotten the help that was needed, none was ever provided for us, because again, it's generational curses. Sweep it under the rug, sweep it under the rug, don't talk about it, remain silent. Whatever happens in the house stays in the house. And we tend to bring that into the next generation. Now here we are telling our children the same thing. So they lack empathy, they lack kindness. Because as parents, we are not kind really to each other. And so therefore, how can you project kindness onto someone if you yourself is missing it? You don't know how. Again, counseling is there for you as well as for the child. Now, establish routines, display consistency and structure in actions. Follow routines can help children feel secure and understand what is expected of them. So if they're normally in bed by 8, and so now I need to go and, I don't know, normally it's going to be something that is out of the ordinary, where you're not saying it's 8, go to bed. If it's 8 and you're saying go to bed, but all they hear is chaos in the background, how do you expect them to get the rest that's needed? How? So some type of routine, to me, for your child means that you need to be in a routine yourself. You know what I mean? Like, you can't say go to bed at 9, but then when your homegirl come or something's happening and you're running out the door when it's a non-emergency. A lot of times we just do it to see who said what, who's doing what. We break their routine and we don't realize it. Or sometime in the middle of the night, all of a sudden they hear all this arguing and then they're being uprooted and pulled into a different direction. That just causes a lot of missed signals and missed emotions to a child. Now, encourage healthy habits. Model behaviors such as exercising, eating nutritious food, and maintaining hygiene. Children will likely adapt to these rules as part of their daily life, and I'd agree with that. Demonstrate respect for others. Treat everyone with respect, regardless of their background or situation. Children learn to value and respect diversity through observing adults. And let me just say, because it just seems like in this world that we're in today, everyone's on edge about something. And when someone say the wrong thing and you perceive it as an attack, or you're one of the ones that, oh, you was looking at me, that means you was talking about, oh, you stared at me for a long time. Oh, look at that person, their skin color, their hair is different or whatever, and you're going on and on and on and on. That young child is watching. Now, what is that child going to do? The same exact thing. Oh, this person's fat, this person's skinny, this person's hair is long, this person is short. You know what I mean? So if we learn how to approach our situations in a calm and respectful manner, then our children would learn it also. What you think, Sweet Lips?
I think you're 100% right. Right on.
Who wants a little brother? So he's a little too old to be given away, but who wants a little brother? Handle conflict constructively. When disagreements arise, model conflict resolution strategies that prioritize dialogue and compromise over anger and frustration. I agree with that. Again, just as I was saying before, if every time somebody look at you or bump into you, you're ready to cuss and fight and do all this unnecessary things that's going on in this world today, do you not think
that's a bit much.
That your child is going to
handle
situations the same way? They going out
learn how to handle situations the proper way. And on top of that, I mean, when you go through all that when you're young, but as you get older, I mean, that fades out. You handle things in a more proper way. You can't get angry over everything.
Right. And you have to pick and choose your battles. And sometimes we can perceive something that's not there. Good evening. Good evening, Marie. No, I don't know if you can see her on your end. I don't know what's going on our
Good evening, Marie.
App, but she's there. Yeah, but sometimes if you just handle situations. And sometimes if you just handle the situations and you're there ready to do combat, go to war, what do you think your children's going to do when they come across that same situation? And or they've seen you do it before, and so now they're doing it, and then you would say to your child, well, why did you swing on that person? Why did you steal? Why did you lie? Well, where did they get it from? They watched you. So again, sometimes let's not play the ignorant game. I don't know why they would do it. Well, why would they stand there and curse somebody out? What? You pushed her down. Okay. Show enthusiasm for learning.
You make a great actress.
I'm just saying. It is what it is. I'm just saying.
We love how the sister played two roles. What? Who did that? That was me.
Right. That's what they were sitting there doing. You've been looking at some of the parents. Where would they get that from? I'm surprised at you. Where'd you get that from? And then all of a sudden, when the child said, "Well, that's what you did with daddy." Remember when that lady was? All of a sudden, you looking up, yo, I'm gonna whoop your AA when you get home, and you trying to throw the evil eye light and bite the lip.
Yep.
You know what I mean? The cat's out the bag already.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Now, showing enthusiasm for learning.
I know. Been there, done that. Been there, done that. Live
when
and learn.
You know.
Hey. Yeah.
When you know.
That's right.
So sometimes when we get into these situations and, we're sitting there asking the child, well, why would you pick up that weapon? Well, didn't you just do it last week? This is how they've seen you act. This is how you handle all kinds of conflicts, because the first thing we want to do is cuss, fight, and lie. We're cussing because we're angry. We're fighting to get our way, and we lie when the Lord comes. And so that is what we're teaching our children. Now, set goals and work towards them. Share your personal goals and describe the steps you are taking to achieve them, demonstrating persistence and dedication. Let me tell you something. What is really sad, though, and I think it's kind of getting better, our education system. Like, it changed so much. Like, we right now, what these children are doing, we have to do it the old school way. And we don't understand how we arrive at the same answers, but they're being taught something different. Now, what I don't like about it is that how quickly they can jump to something else. Like, give the kids time to take it all in before you jump onto something else. Everything is just like by the book. Okay, so now we're going to teach, who knows, decimals. We're only going to teach it for 3 days. No, that's not happening. But you have to encourage your child to keep trying. And so now, not only do you have to encourage your child to keep trying, but then suddenly you need your child to teach you how, I want to say, how to get to the solution. So you have a problem here and you got to get to the answer. How do you arrive at the answer? How does X minus this and that? And you sitting there like, well, put this away. Because you don't want to learn. And so now when your child go to school, what is your child saying? Put this away. Put this away. I don't want to, your child's ready to give up because you have given up on them. All right, honey. Sorry you're in pain. Oh, Elvis is in pain. His tooth cracked. Yes, Marie, that's what happens. It's like, we are not looking for change, but we're telling our child that they have to adapt to different situations, but we ourselves are not willing to adapt to it. And it's wrong. Now, let's get down to the next question was about support. How to find support. And guys, let me just start by saying the support is out there. No one should want something more for your child than you yourself, because it is your child. And let me just add this to that. When they tell you that your child needs help, don't be in denial. For sure, do not be in denial.
Well, there's a lot of that around. Yeah, never do that. Never do that.
No. You sure that test right? You already know. Get the help. The help is there. And do not sit there and assume that someone is going to do the legwork for you about your child. Like, I can provide you the resources. Now, as far as me doing all the legwork for you while you're sitting back doing absolutely nothing, that's a no-no. That is something that needs to change. And now, especially for a special needs child, they provide classes for you as well. They provide classes for the parent so that you will learn how
Mhm.
to adjust your life, your lifestyle to accommodate your child. And let me just say another thing to these parents out here. And just because the road looks a little rough and now you have to do a little more, please don't take it out on your child, because you have a lot of parents then suddenly they become angry with their child. You know what I mean? Boop, boop. Or, I don't want to be bothered. You start to mistreat your child. And for the ones out there that abuses their child, unlive their child, may God have mercy on your soul. That's what I want to say. Because a lot of times now, in this day and time, more than ever, you find these parents turning on their children. How could that be? How could that be? Or you just find them wanting to leave them alone. Oh, well, you know what? What is that? I think Sweet Lips froze up. Sweet Lips, I think you're freezing. But let me just go on. Now, when adults do not demonstrate respect for others, this is
I'm
adults.
here now.
Okay, when you don't demonstrate respect for others, severe
How you feel?
negative consequences can arise. What you were saying? Oh yeah, he back. Affecting both
Yeah, I'm back. Now you
interpersonal
now and
relationships
then.
and broader social dynamics. Here are some outcomes. This is the outcome when you, as the adult, do not demonstrate positivity in your child's lives. This is the outcome. And we're looking for someone to blame. And like I said, half of the things that our children are going through, they first see it at home. They're learning it from us. And that's why I said about the village that it takes to raise a child. We need to get back to the days when something was said or done, the child could not be in the presence. Right now, we be sitting there acting like, oh no, this is my best friend. Or you're telling someone a story, or you're having a conversation and it's all about negativity, and your child is sitting there eating every word that you say. And never once did you leave the room or redirect that child's attention to something positive.
Mhm.
And we wonder why they have the attitudes that they have, that they think that they can walk inside of a schoolhouse and tell the teachers what they're not going to do and when they're going to do it. And if they ask them one more time, what's going to happen to them. And then they follow through. Where did they learn that from? For sure, they didn't learn it in school. They knew that what was happening already before they even got there and before they sat in their seat.
Mhm.
So we better be careful about that. So this is what happens. The breakdown of trust. Lack of respect can lead to distrust among peers, family members, and colleagues. Trust is foundational for a healthy relationship, and once it's eroded, it can be very difficult to rebuild. This is what happens when we don't teach, when you, as the parent, do not display model behavior. And you know, the sad part, Marie said, true times have changed so much, we can never be a part of any adult conversation. You can be, you can get in there, pluck, pluck, pluck. You already know. You say, no, no, that didn't pluck, pluck, pluck. As a matter of fact, the parent didn't even have to pluck you, because if there was another adult that was close enough, That adult gave you the plucking, and that adult, let me tell you something. In our day, even if we walked in on a conversation that our parents are having, and they didn't realize that we're sitting there listening, the other adult would say, "Get your behind out of here and go find something else to do." Those type of games was not played. We wrap them lips, you know what I'm saying? Plucky, plucky, flicky, flicky, goodbye. But I think now it's just a little safer to just say, remove yourself. We are having a conversation and it's not for child. You know what I mean? Because we just try to minimize the plucky, plucky. Because, like I said, you cannot tell someone um, they cannot retaliate using force, but then you use force on them. That makes you a liar. It's you're saying it's okay. Oh yeah, you have to go read a book, especially if you said you didn't have nothing to do. If you said I don't have nothing to do, something was found for you to do. Now these kids be in the grown-up conversation. They take over the conversation. They are allowed to take over the conversation, and there are no consequences at that moment, but they come later. That's why you're getting that call or that knock on the door, and that's why you're out here, going back and forth to court, trying to get up some lawyer fees to fight these charges that's now suddenly sitting in your lap. We have to get away from that. Conflict escalation. Disrespectful behavior often triggers confrontations and conflicts. Misunderstandings can escalate into arguments, leading to toxic environment where effective communication breaks down. That is so true. Disrespectful behavior. And what we need to be mindful of, just because they are children, you can still disrespect your child. I think when you stand there, like some of these uh, little, what do I call it? When they just pop up on social media and the parent think that they are teaching their child a lesson by disciplining them physically on social media. Now, to me, if that's not disrespectful, what is it? You don't call your child every name in the book, have a camera on. How many followers they have, who knows? But each and every one of them are sitting there watching you abuse your child because, I don't know, she was talking to a boy that was older. Um, he was talking about, outside activities that he was having that could have landed him in, a gang or whatever. So you turn your camera on and you just start swinging away on your child, cussing them out and everything else. And you don't think that's embarrassing? And you wonder why CPS is at your door? Now you wonder why your child is so angry. Now they're going outside and everyone that's laughing and talking about what you just did to your child is out there fighting them. Your child is out there inflicting the same blows that you gave to them on someone else. But why are they talking? Because you put your child's business out there. That is disrespectful and insulting, really. Like, there are just some things that a child's going to be a child and they'll try you. And then there are some battles that, try taking everything away. Try taking everything away. But if everything your child does, the end result is corporal punishment, what is it that you are teaching your child? Violence is the way. And when someone upset you, you lash out. And if you don't get no results, then it's okay to get physical. If you think that's not the message that you're sending to your child, well, you know what? Mm-mm, mm-mm. Again, counseling is for everyone. Get those classes because you're still carrying generational curses yourself. Marie said, half of the time these new parents are busy involving children and half the things that, yeah, they involve them. They you sit there and then you have your child lie to their father, lie to your boyfriend, lie to the grandma, have lied to the teacher, and then you wonder why your child's a liar. Well, you have trained them well. You have trained them well. But the minute you get in front of authorities, I don't know what happened. And then a lot of times, it's sad to say, but it's the truth. A lot of times, these parents are setting their kids up for the downfall so that someone can come and remove them from their household so that they no longer have to deal with them. And the child know it's a setup. And then you wonder why your child come back and have no respect for you. So when it's all said and done, even though you are the parent, you must respect your child. You must respect their space. And people don't believe in it. Look, I believe in it. I just believe it. Now, because we are still kind of freezing here. And so this is what we gonna do here. Let me just mark off right here, and then I will know where to pick up when we come back. Okay. So we are going to stop here. And Marie, we thank you for joining us, and we thank you for yes. We thank you for putting some love and like on the video, and the ones that are just sitting by, please put some like and some love and uh,
Thank
share.
you, Marie. We love you.
Share. So we're going to end it here. It is Auntie Sledge and your Uncle Sweet Lips.
Love you.
And we will see you tomorrow. And hopefully, all would be a little better. But you have the gist, and we will pick up from this point on what happens when a parent themselves show no respect. What is that telling your child? Again, it takes a village. We bring in the village back. Your aunt and your uncle on the internet said, we are going to provide you with so much information. We are starting the legwork for you. Hop on in here. Come inside here and join us. Let us know what you think. It is okay. I'm sitting here right by the phone. WhatsApp, call. What that one Cleo, call me. I'm not going to tell you what your future is like. Call me though. Call me. Stop by. Stop by. That's what we're here for. We are the community aunt and uncles. Okay. Stop on by here. Save a child's life. Help a parent out. Provide information. If you know resources out in your town that can help someone, pop in here. All is welcome. It is Sweet Lips. It is Sledge. We will see you tomorrow. Maybe the same bad time. Hopefully on a better channel. And we are out of here.